Alright, okay. Hey folks, KILT-MAN here, KILT-MAN at your services. How are you all? You're doing very, very well. Now, a little impromptu video. Outside the boozer. It's happened before, you know what could happen next. Anything can fucking happen. But of course, what have we got now? Predator, killer of killers. Dan Trachtenberg had to go and put out a little extra extended ending. Extended ending, my ass. It's just that little fucking mid-credit thing where we saw Amber Mid-Thunder, you know, as Naru from Prey was there in a cryostasis tube for the Predator fucking Yautja hierarchy. All the ones who they've bested us. These humanoid bastards, they've bested us, and we're gonna go and catch them later on and put them in a stasis tube and put them in an arena. Now, I reviewed Predator, Killer of Killers. I reviewed Prey. I love Prey. I've got some misgivings about it, which I've documented so many times. Killer of Killers, animated version. Brilliant idea, great concept, and the Viking story's great. The World War II fighter pilot story's fucking amazing. The ninja samurai shit was, well, everyone wants that, and they're doing that kind of crap all the time. You know, it's a fan-based stuff, you know, and it didn't work for me at all. And then the arena at the end, I absolutely, truly, genuinely fucking hated it. I've reviewed it extensively, as you know. And then at the end, you get the mid-credit sort of sequence, and you see Amber Mid-Thunder there, Naru. Everyone's like, yes, because Prey ended with like sort of for announcing, you know, a sequel, which he's meant to be doing. Dan Trachtenberg said, I'm going to do a live-action movie, which is Predator Badlands. I'm going to do a Prey sequel, and I'm going to do an animated one. So he's done the animated one. Badlands is coming out, and Badlands looks fucking stunning, to be perfectly honest. And then he adds this little bit now, and what is it? It's the most obvious thing. It's the most fan-baiting, you know, fucking bullshit you can imagine. Oh my god, the camera pans past. Naru is there. Well, that's okay. Okay, I can buy that. He created that character, so she could be in there. So what's next? They pan back, and you get Harrigan, Danny Glover from Predator 2. Fuck off. Looking like he's been smacked in the face, some in good style. Looking really fucking done in. And then the camera goes past again, and then you get, obviously, Dutch Arnie from the original Predator. The original and the best, which will never be bettered by any version that anyone comes out with. And, fuck me. I just thought, are you having a fucking laugh? What a pile of turd. You know, so anyone that survives a Predator movie, you know, they're going to come back and get you, and they're going to put you in this fucking stasis tube so you can fight in the arena for millennia afterwards for the pleasure of the Yautja hierarchy clans. Oh, kiss my fucking sweaty bollocks. I hated it. I hated that finale for Killer of Killers. And now that he's come out with this, which I did say at the time, if you're going to get Arnie back to do a Predator movie, which, we all want Arnie back, don't we? Arnie's fucking 900 years old now. He's not going to fucking do it, is he? So what shite's that meant to be? So, how could you do it? An animated version. And I said this, that's great, you could do that. That could work. Obviously, Arnie in his heyday, looking his best, kicking Yautja ass again. But this whole arena thing, it was been done with John Carter on Mars, which is a cruelly neglected and undervalued movie. It's been done, obviously, Gladiator and Gladiator 2. Let's not talk about Gladiator 2, a fucking pile of piss that is. But, so they're going to do this now. Animated form can work, but is it divorced from the entire legacy of the characters from the first movies, because if you're going to watch this and go, oh, well, you know, Arnie's back, well, that does not diminish what he did in the first movie. Well, I think so. You know, his team commandos get beaten and decimated one by one. He learns to, you know, go back to basic skills and take on an alien fucking predator. We doesn't even know. We all know what they're capable of now, but he didn't know that. And at the end of that movie, he is shell-shocked. This is an uber commando who's done Libya, Syria. He's been everywhere, like, you know, remember Afghanistan, you know, trying to forget it, you know, and all that shite. You know, it's going to diminish the character. You make it cartoonic, you make it comic book, you make it literally an animated movie. So if these offshoots that they're going to have, and presumably they're going to do it, Killer of Killers, big success. And I don't get me wrong, I don't dislike the movie. I just think you've had two great stories in there, a shitty middle story and an absolutely piss poor wraparound, as in the finale with the arena, which I cannot stand that. I don't see the Yautja doing that at all. But Badlands looks fucking amazing. All my misgivings about the decks, fucking, you know, CG mandibles, no Stan Winston practical effects there. But as I've said, he's the main character. He has to be running around and like fighting creatures, villains, you know, antagonists, left, right, and centre. So you can't have practical effects and a great big suit. It's not going to work. If he's going to be playing that character all the way through, you have to have this. Well, they've got to be able to control his face, his eyes, the look of him. But you've got the guy playing him. He's still running around and he's still fighting. Obviously, he's fighting CG tentacles and fucking alien bullshit. Like, look, you guys know how much I love Predator. Fucking hell. Look, the kilt's riding right up high, and I'm looking really fucking, you know, ooh, my God, what's happened there? What's happened to your pectorals, Kilty? Good question. I can't answer that. I got no idea. I used to have them, but they've gone now. They've gone. But it was announced as an extended ending to Predator, Killer of Killers. So we all got on there, didn't we? Straight away. Oh my God! And all it was a couple of, literally, what, 5 seconds? 5 seconds of extra animated footage of the camera panning across. And if you remember, we all talked about this. I said it at the time, we're going to see Harrigan there and we're going to see Dutch there. It's so obvious. It's so fucking obvious. The way the camera moves to begin with, it goes from, like, well, let's think about it now. Left to right. Or was it right to left? I can't remember. Which hand is this? Wouldn't it be great if another hand suddenly came up? But it was, the camera pans along these stasis tubes, and then we find Amber Mid-Thunder, Naru. I love her real name. Amber Mid-Thunder is a terrific name, and I thought she was excellent in that movie. I do love Prey. Oh, I'm gonna say it again. The French trappers, they're either unnecessary and you don't want them because they're not in it for long enough, or they're in it for too long. I can never work out which is which. But either way, they pissed me off. Massively pissed me off. The French trappers, it's fucking, oh God. And the flintlock pistol, the Raphael, fucking hell. Do we need that shit? That was a horrible moment in Killer of Killers. I despised it. And but I thought Dan Trachtenberg was going to be the guy to really put Predator as a franchise back on the back on the world map. back to make great movies, great sort of new ideas, which he has done. He has done, but he's also inadvertently pandered to the fan baiting crap, which I and many of you guys I know despise. So the fucking Raphael pistol, get rid of that. Fucking ditch that. Hate linking things. But fans are like, that's lovely. Oh, that worked. Oh, I remember that. Oh, there's a callback there. Fuck off. Who needs callbacks? The Badlands trailer, the new Badlands trailer, is phenomenal. And Elle Fanning, and I never know how to pronounce her name. Is it Ellie or Elle? She's amazing. I never thought I'd say that. And I love the fact that she's cut in half for what, well, we don't know how much of the movie she's cut in half for, but she's a synthetic. But she's so, that trailer was so well done. And she's looking down on, obviously, Deck or Predator, who's our hero, And, like, we're great, well, good to see you're getting along with your journey, And, like, who'd have thought you'd have survived that one? And she just leans over him. In that trailer, there's a moment where, like, he gets subsumed, assailed by numerous tentacles, and he's slicing and dicing and slicing and dicing and slicing and a bit more dicing, and then suddenly he disappears under a deluge of tentacles. The trailer's different. That may not be how it actually transpires in the movie, but you get the impression that suddenly this beastie gets sliced and ripped, and tentacles get hurled into oblivion, and then suddenly she leans over him. And like, are you okay? Whatever she says, I can't remember now. But you get the impression in the trailer that she's saved him. Am I reading that wrong? But I don't know. I think that's how it looks to me. But that's how the trailers cut things together. It could be way different in the actual finished movie. But either way, Badlands looks really, really good. After my immense misgivings about the CG for Deck's mandibles, he's a younger Yautja. He hasn't earned his right to have the fucking super huge dreadlocks. Whatever. It's now you see him more. As I said before, you have to. There's no way they could have a practical Stan Winston mask, working throughout a 90-minute, maybe 2-hour movie, working all the time. That would be a humongous effort to make that work. So, CG is the best possible avenue to go down, and but CG is a tool. If it's used correctly, then it works brilliantly. Look at Jurassic Park. Don't look at all the sequels and looking other shit that came out in its wake. But CG can work brilliantly. And I think with the likes of Deck, it's going to work. It has to work because they can't use a practical mandible, practical operated suit with fangs and all this kind of stuff going on. You can't do that. But I actually enjoyed that trailer for Badlands, the new trailer, the big trailer. I think it's brilliant. But back to Harrigan and Dutch. Oh God. As a little offshoot, but the it could work. Just to see Dutch going toe to toe with the Predator again. In some maybe a jungle environment or a desert environment, the arena as a different planet. We don't know what Trachtenberg's got in mind for any other animated versions, but very fucking clearly he's doing it. You wouldn't have put them in there. You wouldn't have shown the movie with Naru there, and then later on, now they've got the extended. And yes, as you all wanted and you always believed, because everyone went like, you saw some other faces in there. All these dickheads who went out there going like, one of them looked like Dutch. He looked like Arnie. Well, clearly wasn't Arnie, because he's the next fucking animated frame afterwards, which you didn't see until now. I love getting very animated about these things. I'm 56 years old, and I'm talking about, like, you know, fantasy movies, action, sci-fi. Why am I dressing it up with some kind of like apology? These things fucking work. These things are fucking great. Arnie's character does not need to reappear. It's only us as fans that go like, oh, I want to see Arnie do this. I want to see Arnie with samurai swords, with a lightsaber, with, you know, a fucking whatever, fighting predators again. Why? Have just another character do it. I always said I wanted to see a Predator as the protagonist, as the good guy, the guy that we're meant to be associating with and genuinely feel, you know, an emotional connection with. So he's the hero, he's the good guy. And go back on the videos I've done before. I've done many videos on Predator, and since Prey came out, and then obviously Killer of Killers, I have said many times about, like, you want to see I wanted to see a Predator as the good guy, and we're going to tell the story from his point of view. He's going to end up on a planet, and even before this film, Badlands, got announced properly with any kind of sort of script or plot synopsis, I said you want him on an alien planet. You want him to be literally bereft of all this technology, and the entire world is massively hostile against him, and he's got to like First Blood, like John Rambo in First Blood, got to live off the land, got to escape and evade and go back to his basic tactics to fucking fight back. And Trachtenberg obviously listened. Now, I definitely said that way before this movie was coming out. I said it during when Prey came out. So anyway, and I want Badlands to be a big success. And the thing that surprised me most about that trailer, again, is the synthetic Ellie Fanning. She owned it. Dex character, Dex Pred, owned it. But she, who I thought was, I don't want a Weyland-Yutani, I don't want the Aliens crossover, I'm sick of that, that's never fucking worked in the past. Well, he seems to have found a way to make it work. So I can't diss that. I can't diss on Deck, you know. So Badlands really does appeal to me in many ways. She's going to be a great character. It's almost like, you know, Chewbacca in Empire Strikes Back had C-3PO strapped to his back. Yeah, and for long-time viewers, yeah, I know. KILT-MAN actually talked about Star Wars. I do really love Star Wars, A New Hope, and Empire Strikes Back, especially Empire, and because it's darker and whatever, you know. But it harks back to that. It also harks back to Hellboy with the little fucking soothsayer. They dig him up and all that, like, and he's got him strapped to his back, and it's just he is the half corpse. Remember Return of the Living Dead, and you get the old babe. That was a sound effect there, an impromptu sound effect, a nasal sound effect, which has probably infected me with all sorts of weirdness. You've got what was going with that? People, Return of the Living Dead, and you got, she's a half corpse, and they're all like, you know, and she talks to them. I have to eat brains. Well, why got to eat brains? It kills the pain. Well, what pain are you in? The pain of being dead. But you see a spinal column, which is cut off just above the pelvic regions, and you've got synovial fluid coming out of it. Oh my god! But because of that, and then Hellboy, and well, obviously Chewbacca and C-3PO, someone carting a half corpse round, which is Master Blaster from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. It's the same concept. You've got a big fucking, the muscle, but you've got maybe the brains is hanging on to your back. It's great. So I think Badlands can really, really work viscerally, action-wise, extending the lore of the Yautja, great visual effects. I think it's really going to work. But back to Harrigan and Dutch. You've got to be kidding me. What is the point of that? Really? I mean, it won't go anywhere. It won't extend the mythology any further, will it? How can it possibly do that? So it's a fan-pleasing thing. And he'll do it. Don't get me wrong. He's going to do this. Killer of Killers was a huge success. So, animated style. You're going to bring back Arnie. Arnie can't come back. He's way too fucking old. If you can't bring him back for King Conan, you're not going to bring him back as Dutch, are you? That ain't going to happen now. So, animated style, young Arnie, yeah. But for me, it doesn't work. It destroys the mythology for me. He survived. Then you get, obviously, Keyes, Gary Busey, and in Predator 2, and the Special Forces team, and, South America. They encountered one of these before. Whatever he says, I forget it all now. But he's got big fucking teeth. Yeah, and a big grin all the time, But they know what happened there. But Arnie didn't disappear. It's just. And to think that the Yautja go back and collect all of these people and then put them into stasis and bring them out periodically to battle in the arena, that's bullshit. That's for the fans. And for me, as a massive fan, it doesn't work. As a one-off, that's great, but I just don't think it works overall. And it depreciates the value of Predator and Predator 2. And great characters. I mean, let's be honest, Danny Glover was nothing. He was nothing compared to Dutch. But that was the point. He was a city cop, but he didn't play by the rules. It's because he'd had a Lethal Weapon as well now. So, it's all the same crew are making these movies. So, obviously, Lethal Weapon was a huge inspiration for Predator 2. So, he's don't go in that building, We didn't hear that, But Danny Glover, and even in Predator 2, maybe it's because, in Lethal Weapon, he was meant to be playing a guy who was retiring. Isn't it funny? He was on the verge of retiring in Lethal Weapon 1. And then came back with Lethal Weapon 2, Lethal Weapon 3, and fucking hell, God, hell. Just fuck off and take your pension, will you? Fuck's sake, you're shit anyway, Decaffeinated. Great line, though. And a great character. Great double act, him and Mel. But Harrigan is... There's no longevity to that character at all. Be honest with yourselves now. You're all going I just want more Predator, and I love these characters, I want to see more of them. I respect that. But a bit of integrity, is that too much to ask? Can we not have Predator stories that don't involve any of these legacy characters? Just Trachtenberg's proved it. Well, the thing is, what he did, pray he genuinely brought a new story. Although, okay, he brought in the fucking Raphael pistol. Okay, but that was a nice little callback. That was enough. That's fine. The animated show, Killer of Killers, yeah. Oh fuck. Every fan wants to see Preds going against Vikings, against ninjas, against samurai. And like, the Vikings one was great. It was quite haunting. It was quite weird. The Second World War one, that was something nobody had foretold. Nobody. And I thought that was tremendous. You've got like this fucking, fighter pilot Yautja using his craft to take out like the expert fighter pilots in the Second World War in the Pacific and the Atlantic. And my God, it was great. It was genuinely exciting and really inventive. Great kills, really bizarre, but great action as well. And then, as I say, the arena, which we've seen before. Nothing in that arena was done any new style at all. There was nothing new in that arena. It became fucking boring. But anyway, that's my whiskey-addled opinions on the extended ending. It's the mid-credit sequence. It's added by five fucking seconds, and you got. If I was Danny Glover, I would not be pleased about that. He looks fucking battered. His face is all fucking done. Maybe it's just the image I saw. I don't know, but the way it looked on our screen, it looked shit. And then there's Arnie there, like in his prime. Oh, fuck off. What it says to me is like, you beat them in any of these earlier movies or earlier adventures. Well, you haven't beaten them. They've come back and get you again. Oh, fuck off. Look how Killer of Killers brought the guy from the fighter pilot, and they went and caught him again. That was really naff. Really, just he comes out of his mechanic shop, his ranch, comes out, big light in the sky, and then you're like, oh, okay. And then he wakes up in stasis. Oh, look, I know. You're all gonna go like, well, I don't care. I just want more Predator movies. I want more. I want more. That's fine. It's fine. But with more, you're gonna get crap. There's nothing wrong with coming up with an entirely new story. Badlands is really doing that. It's doing something different. See you later. Badlands is doing something different. What I always wanted to make the Predator, he's our guy. We're on his side. We're not, he's not the villain. We're actually, we're putting our money on him, and we're running and fighting with him against something far even nastier, Cheers, y'all. I'm going to say this is an impromptu on the hoof video. The sun was absolutely blasting down before. I was out just over that side, giving it loads and flaunting the wares on the low wall, the kilt flying in the breeze, and but we got kind of consumed by. I don't know, how am I going to put this? How am I going to put this tactfully? Well, I'm not going to put it tactfully. There's a lot of special needs people in this area. Don't make your jokes. But this pub is wonderful because it allows them in, and they come in with their carers, and they can get 1 or 2 pints depending on how much money they've got. And but the thing is, I'm such an amenable, amicable sort of bloke that they all come to me and talk to me. And for once in my life, I wasn't in the mood for all this. And 1 or 2 I could talk to, and like, how you doing? What have you done? And make jokes, and they enjoy that, and they can bit of repartee, albeit sort of limited in where it can go. But no, it wasn't just 2. There's 5 of them. Just down there, where my usual spec fucking surrounded me, and I was like, oh, God almighty. And Mrs. KILT-MAN has gone down to an art class, art in the park, and she's been doing painting and all that. And like, I left before she did, so I was here. And of course, to get to where she had to go, she had to come past here. So I saw her coming down the road. So I fucking hid behind the wall, and all the all of these friends, they kind of go, he's here, husband's here. I'm like, she knows. She saw me hide, but it's just like, oh God. No, look, live and let live, folks. Live and let live. And but sometimes I've got the patience of a gnat. No, I put up with a lot. You really don't understand how much I put up with, and but sometimes I want to be just me, Jack Jones. There's my earphones there, and normally I'm around for the bit, and I'm pointing to the phone now with the earphones in, like, and I've got my playlist, and I've got fucking fantasy, I've got Rambo, I've got this, I've got that, and I'm fucking like, all right, I've got great stuff playing in my ear, so I'm having little adventures to myself, whilst drinking whiskey. And then, but mates will turn up, and suddenly I'll go back to the bar, and then you start talking, and things change completely, and you're having a great time, and you forget about your home life, you forget about the fact you were making a tea, you forget about you can't afford any more drinks, you forget about everything. You just, I'm on a great time. But today wasn't like that. Today was something. I'm not going to talk to anybody. I'll let on, and I'll just nod, and I'll, all right, aye, you okay? And then I got festooned. Oh God. But be that as it may, Predator. There's a lot more Predator coming. But comment below, let me know what you think. I mean, look, do you really want to see Harrigan in some kind of arena? Would they put him in an urban arena? Maybe arenas could change, but they kind of got introduced to this sort of death world. The death world's Badlands, but this sort of like arena world, very George Lucas, arena world, death world, banking clan world, it's just the forest moon of Endor, the desert planet of Tatooine. It's fucking everything's geographically or even geopolitically, that's all this. The city planet of Coruscant. The city planet of Coruscant. Oh, kiss my fucking commercial banking ass. What bullshit's that? Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Look what happened there. Look what happened there. But we'll see. There's more Predator coming. You're going to get more animated. I just don't really approve of using Arnie. Or rather than being excited by this, it's really shit. It could come out and be fantastic, but I doubt it. The animated Trachtenberg, it was 2 wins, a shit story. The Samurai Ninja story was garbage. I hated it, and the arena stuff was crap. And of course, the arena stuff is what's going to make more animated movies. But you got all you guys who are like, I just want more Predator. I want more Predator. Oh, I just love Predator. That's fine. Who is me to say to you? Well, it's a bit shit, though, isn't it? Really, I can't do that. It's only my opinion, and my opinion could stink as far as you're concerned. But opinions, we've all got them, like assholes. We've all got assholes. We've all got opinions. And he was like, it just didn't make sense. That line didn't work, but you get the picture, The beach ball scene from the first film, where he threw the beach ball, and he's like going, "This is golf." there is a band who, some of them have actually arrived now and they're about to be setting up. Don't come on to another hour, but I won't be here for that. Mainly because my wife's little messages have popped up on the screen as I'm talking to you, and so I think I need to make a move very, very shortly. So anyway, Predator, Harrigan, Dutch. Do you want them? I know you do. I know you do. And it's great for me because I can report and talk about it all. But I think there's literally no integrity in doing this. I said previously, Arnie doing a voiceover for Dutch in an animated version would be great. I know, I said it before any of you go like, oh, but actually, go back a few of your videos ago. You went, oh, it'd be great. Well, yeah, it'd be great. But suddenly, now seeing this extended thing, and like the way that it's done, I'm like, fuck off. It's wankaroozy, you know. Dan the man. You are the saviour of the Predator series, extending the lore, the legacy, the whole mythology, and good on you, fucking good on you. But I think you're falling into a bit of a trap. And do we need really to have predators meeting xenomorphs again? Do we need to have that? It didn't work previously. Why do you think it's going to work now? But give it a go. Because what do I know? Right, folks, I have been on Michelle KILT-MAN. Please, in the meantime, and it's ever like, how much whiskey have I got left? Let's have a little look, shall we? Ooh. That didn't work, did it? Ooh. That much whiskey's left.
And who do you?
Oh, I'll have to get some more. In between time. So please, folks, be happy, be healthy, be safe. Watch movies, watch the KILT-MAN channel religiously. Look, there are other people here. There's other stuff happening. It's a bit of a sexy little suit there, isn't it? KILT-MAN spotted something. His Predator, his Yautja fucking, target decision. Bodysuit, see-through. Anyway, folks, look, it is what it is, and what it is can be spectacular, but can be shit. It depends on a certain point of view. Just be happy, and fucking who cares? Right, I'm out of here. But do speak, do let me know. Predator, Dutch, Harrigan, Amber Mid-Thunder. I keep Nauru is her character. And I want the dog back. I want Sari back as well, you know. Yeah, I dropped the phone. Yeah, of course I did. And let's embrace the clouds.